Hello and welcome back to my grass monotype of Pokemon Emerald Omega. In the last episode, we were getting smashed by Tabitha atop the volcano, whose name I cannot remember. I always get it wrong with other mountains and various things in these games. But anyway, yeah, we were being beaten by Tabitha pretty badly. So I decided to level up the team, also in preparation not just for Tabitha, but also for Maxie, and then naturally Flannery. So we sort of have these three kind of fire-type specialists in a row, and it's well worth us actually being able to deal with them. So we have our Meganium here with Petal Dance Synthesis, Rock Smash, Light Screen. We have Ludicolo. You can see I got everyone up to like 45-ish. Ludicolo at 47 with Bubble Beam, Absorb, Fake Out, Nature Power. That hasn't changed. So Shroomish finally reached level 45, which means Shroomish learned Spore. And that means that the next time Shroomish gains a level, we are evolving, we are getting ourselves a Breloom, and Seed Bomb will suddenly start hitting a hell of a lot harder because we'll actually have that physical attack to go with it. So Seed Bomb, Headbutt, Growth, Spore. We have our Shiftry with Feint Attack, Energy Ball, Fake Out, and Growth. We have our Gloom as well, who also is level 46, which means I think the next time our Gloom levels up, male Gloom levels up, we should get Giga Drain, and that means I can then use the Leaf Stone that we have in order to evolve our Gloom into Vileplume. So, and that is why we're down here in Morville, because essentially I needed a route to essentially walk up in order to learn it. And then, naturally, I obviously forgot that I also need to quickly pop back to Falaba Town, because I need to get to the Move Relearner pretty fast. The reason we want the Move Relearner is because we obviously, with our Breloom currently, we will not have a Fighting type move, and I'm pretty sure we can go back to the Move Relearner and learn Sky Up and Sky Uppercut. The Dark types that proliferate both Team Aqua and Team Magma teams, that should become quite useful for us, hopefully. So, we see a Murkrow, which we can Headbutt. You can see I got Shroomish very, very close to leveling up, and Shroomish is finally going to evolve. We can enjoy evolution as we finally get ourselves a wonderful little Breloom. Okay, so we get ourselves a Breloom. Lovely. Really, really good. Very happy about that. Not really gonna shine particularly against like fire types and stuff, being one of the few mons on my team that does not have, doesn't really have anything for fire types. Obviously, we have dark type moves for potential sort of, depending on what sort of side moves they have. But anyway, so Breloom, I would like to teach you. I'm pretty sure the one we want is Sky Uppercut. At least for now. Like, whether we go for like Dynamic Punch, sort of strategies later on is another matter, but we definitely want Sky Uppercut for now. We can get rid of Headbutt along the way. Now, obviously, we don't have another Heart Scale, which is something well worth remembering. We will simply have to survive without a Heart Scale for a little while longer. So now we can make our way back through this route. As Gloom grows to level 47 and wants to learn Giga Drain, so we can finally get rid of Mega Drain. Gloom learns Giga Drain. We can go to our pack and find our Leaf Stone, our last one. Give it to Gloom, and Gloom will also evolve. So we now have a fully evolved team ready and waiting for the next set. So, again, I wasn't really expecting Tabitha to be as hard as he turned out to be, so hopefully with the current team that we have, we can deal with him way more easily. We will lead Breloom, because we should outspeed most things, being so high level. I always find the bikes weird in this game, because it's like, they're useful, sure, to sort of move fast, but there's so many obstacles along most of the routes that quite a lot of the time you just end up sort of crashing into stuff. And at that point, it feels like it should be faster just walking. So anyway, we're going to go back down for Fiery Path, and then we should be able to take the gondola back up and confront Tabitha once more, have our sort of third battle, second, third battle, one of those, and we'll be able to finally, hopefully, beat him. So up we head to Mount Chimney. There you go, that's the one. I can't remember what he leads off with. I feel like it might be a Houndoom. So obviously we will use the healing spot. And so let's see if we can take on Tabitha. At this point, yeah, he does lead off with Houndoom. So Intimidate is kind of annoying, but we don't outspeed, which is disappointing. We live the burn, which is rather fortunate. We'll just go for the Bubble Beam and take out the Houndoom. We see the Rapidash, which we can Bubble Beam as well. As you can see, we have gained enough speed to start outspeeding some of these Mons. Wheezing is annoying. We will just Bubble Beam you for... Yep, 2-hit KO. Claydol can go down to probably... I always forget about the self-destruct sort of strategy that it's quite common at the moment. So we'll Feint Attack, Flamethrower nearly kills me as he has extreme speed. We should go Meganium here. Get that light screen up. As he rests. He's going to rest. I'm going to Synthesis here. And light screen. And Synthesis once more. So he's going to double team. Now I see where the problem is going to really be. Breloom, I'm sure, has a status element. I need the poison. Yes, okay, there we go. Okay, now we can win. I don't outspeed. Frick. Throwing this away. Should not have swapped in Meganium there. That was my fault. Oh wow, he actually let me hit him, which is surprising. Oh, he still has rest though, so... He should just rest here. No, he flamethrowers. And we die. Okay, cool. I don't know what... Oh yeah, because he double teamed up. And of course I go all the way back here, because that's the really annoying thing about this battle. Yeah, so several mistakes there. I love how I'm so over-leveled and yet still can't beat him. Yeah, we made a fair few errors there, such as thinking that Breloom would outspeed some things. So Ludicolo can go back to the front. When the Claydol comes out, we'll just swap into Shiftry, because Shiftry should be able to at least deal a decent amount of damage to the Claydol. We know it's Salak Berry Explosion, or Self-Destruct. So what we could probably do is maybe try and growth up at least once. Go away, wild Pokemon. We do not care. Because I don't know what it'll have for me other than Self-Destruct. And if I set up on him, then I would imagine we'd get to the point where either Energy Ball or Feint Attack will one-hit KO. Being both stab and all that. While his psychic, moves won't do much to me. So Ludicolo lead. It's a pain, but I mean, half expected it, to be honest. Ludicolo level 48. Ludicolo defeats the Rapidash. See, part of me actually wants to swap out here. I might swap out to the Vileplume. We know that this Weezing has the capacity to essentially explode, which it may well do pretty soon. So yeah, obviously I'm expecting explosion here. There's nothing really I have no real reason to swap out. Unfortunately, we'll go down to burn here. Right, that gives me a free switch into Shiftry. We will go for the growth, as he goes for Ancient Power. In that case, we'll growth again. And now, this should definitely kill. It does kill. Unfortunately, we probably... We do outspeed the Arcanine, which is really good, actually. We should be able to go back into Ludicolo here, actually, and then do Bubble Beam. Yeah, lovely. Okay. That is Tabitha done, thank God. What does he have to say? Boss, hurry, give it the meteorite's energy. Okay, so we see Maxie here. He's going to go on about how they're going to magnify the power of the meteorite with the volcano's ability. Archie bemoaning a shard to be met on the team. Aqua's affairs, it must be you. Long ago, things used the land to let them grow. That's why the land is super important. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so Magma Leader Maxie sends out the Mighty Enna to begin with. So we will swap out to our Breloom as he goes for the double team. But we can thankfully put him to sleep. We'll try and land a Sky Uppercut. We do land a Sky Uppercut. Lovely, okay. Turns out the Magcargo, we might as well just Spore, and I'm tempted to see how much Seed Bomb does. It is obviously neutral. Sky Uppercut is stab and super effective, though. We do risk being burnt, but thankfully it doesn't happen. Somehow this camera up outspeeds me. I have no idea how that's the case. Unless it's like scarfed or something ridiculous like that. But anyway. Thankfully it is obviously quadruply weak to water, so we can just Bubble Beam. We see the Poison Jab on the Swalot, and we will go down to there. I'm pretty sure these have Explosion. I don't think he's in range of Fake Out. He might be in range of Fake Out. He's not in range of Fake Out. We'll just swap into Breloom here on the expected Explosion. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So Breloom goes down. We can now bring out Meganium, expecting maybe a Fire type. We do see a Fire type. We'll go for the Light Screen here. It's incredibly important against these sort of teams. We can Rock Smash, as he is going to start getting ever faster. He actually sets up the Sunny Day. Wrong timing. Balls. Okay, yeah. So, but because he set up Sunny Day, I'm pretty sure my Shiftry might still be faster than him. No. Okay, Sun just faded, which means I definitely am not faster than him. I think this just sweeps now. I'll have to stay in and hope that I can live whatever hits he's got. Flamethrower doesn't kill me, but he has a Golbat, and I can't deal with Golbats, so we'll go sent all the way back to Full Arbor Town, and once more. So again, so the important thing here is just preserving our Ludicolo, because Ludicolo can definitely deal with everything. I wanted to sort of explore his team and see if we could do it otherwise. The fact that he got up the Sun was interesting. So Sunny Day, obviously, Sun goes up for 5 turns, I believe. It would have been nice to sort of have Mons that could have utilised that. It may well would have been. It may well might have been worth me swapping into Vileplume when Light Screen was up and all of that to try and utilise it. Because I reckon Vileplume could have at least either Moonlight to, you know, be at full health, or could have used Acid to potentially outspeed. Obviously, he was also using Flame Charge, so there's that too. Anyway, he leads Mighty Enna. The first 2 Mons do just get destroyed by our lovely Breloom. Unfortunately, he does obviously intimidate us, which is something I hadn't considered, but we do miss a Sky Uppercut. Will happen. Which is part of the thing. So this definitely outspeeds me. We will still... Oh no, it doesn't, so it's a speed tie, I guess. But we'll put it to sleep and send out the Ludicolo for the Bubble Beam. Out comes the Swallow. So here he's going for a Poison Jab. We will go into our Vileplume here, and we can actually... I was going to say we could use Giga Drain here, but obviously, as we just saw there, he has the Liquid Ooze, which is not particularly useful for us. It goes for the Explosion there to take out my Vileplume, which is a bit of a pain, but there we go. We can now go back into Ludicolo for the... Sounds like the Golbat. Golbat is a problem for us. It's got Inner Focus too, and it is trying to avoid being hit. We'll go Shift Tree here. We don't want Confusion. I do not trust Confusion. Air Cutter, I think, is special, so just going to try and put up the light screen here. We'll again go into Shift Tree, mainly because Feint Attack obviously ignores accuracy drops. So there we go, lovely. And then he sends out the Typhlosion. The light screen wears off. We are faster. And then we can go into Ludicolo. We should outspeed. Bubble Beam takes out the Typhlo. We finally defeat Maxi. Obviously he says he's going to back off. And we're going to remove the Meteorite for obvious reasons. We will heal up once more. So, kind of annoying to sort of fail twice there, but it's very much sort of the want of this sort of team. Like, it's very difficult for us to just deal with loads and loads of fire types when we see them. Speaking of loads and loads of fire types, we now have Flannery's Gym, which is going to be something. We will have to see how we fare in Flannery's Gym. Of course. Thank you. Well done. I need you to keep up with the rest. Meganium is not really our offensive. Is not really an offensive threat to us. For us, I should say. So that's why we sort of struggle. I could really use an aromatherapy, Mom. Swablu is normal flying, so I wonder. That does a nice chunk of damage. Well done, Breloom. Oddish. Sky Uppercut is not even effective, but we get the hit there. Do we have an antidote? No. Do we have a poison healing berry, which I think is Pecha? Pecha, use Meganium. Lovely. So we got another Magma Grunt here, who sends out a Poochyena. Why couldn't we have had these sort of guys, you know? Anyway, I guess he's there just to sort of like hint towards the location of the Team Aqua sort of base when we have to go there later on. We've got a nice little double battle here. I would like to see if we could get to Flannery by the end of this episode, but it will be a challenge. Acid does lovely damage on everything. Beautiful work from our guys. We get a phone call, but it doesn't really matter. Another trainer, and then pretty much, I mean, I'm expecting at least some case of... I would be surprised if we don't see Sun at some point during Flannery's Gym. Annoyingly, we still can't forget our... We still can't unlearn HMs. Yeah, I wish we could, it would be so much better. So yeah, as that guy says, it would take us ages to get back from there. So, we could obviously talk around to a few people here in Lavridge, but just for now, we're going to try the gym. Ludicolo should just be able to do huge amounts of work here, unless we see trainers who want to put up the Sun. Because Sun is difficult for us to deal with, in general. But Bubble Beam should just be quite the massacre, quite the deluge. I do like this gym's design actually. I think the idea is actually quite cool. The way you sort of need to have a reference from sort of like previously. But anyway, so thankfully we can just Bubble Beam the Magby and we'll Giga Drain the Nummel, given that that's neutral. Blake, we can then Bubble Beam the Combustion and we can Acid for half decent damage. And he chooses to Flamethrower my Ludicolo, which obviously is neutral to Flamethrower. So obviously the sort of holes where there are trainers are the ones, it's very helpful. It tells you where not to go. We'll just bring up Raylene here. Definitely outspeed the camera. Don't know what the Kecleon's going to go for. Flash. That's what we call a dick move. Kecleon. Bubble Beam does a very nice chunk to the Machoke, as we see a miss on the Dynamic Punch. Always appreciate that. We miss the Bubble Beam because of the Flash, which is always a bit of a pain, but there we go. So I'm pretty sure that one's from one below. One of these is a trainer and one of them isn't. Palava! Oh, it's adorable. Palava, Macargo, Charmeleon, lovely jubbly. So I reckon again one of these is a trainer and one of them isn't. So obviously we're slowly sort of running out of Bubble Beams. But there are like several. I shouldn't have Bubble Beamed there. Could have absorbed or swapped out, which is probably the better move. So I think what we can do is we can essentially take a shortcut back if we are clever. Or we can just deal with this fighting girl who... Sunny Day. Which means I now outspeed, right? Giga Drain. I should most certainly outspeed with Chlorophyll. So this is the really... it's why I really like Sun. I think Sun's a great weather because of the fact that it benefits not just one type, I find water just benefits water types, aside from the fact that Hurricane is now, 100% accurate, and Thunder is 100% accurate. But the amount of, times you see those... Well, I mean, you see... It would be wrong to say you don't see Hurricane, because Hurricane's quite a common move on those, like, Thunderous and... Tornadoes and stuff. But the point is that it's just so much more... I feel like, it helps grass types, it helps fire types, it does quite a lot. It hinders water types, which is, something that's actually quite valuable. Just because of how good water is as a type in general. It is a very good type. Like, I don't know how, if you were to rank the types, I wonder what people would sort of say is their sort of, what they think, like, the best are and stuff like that. I think definitely water is up there, but you've also got stuff like, obviously steel. Steel's amazing. Fairy is very, very good at the moment. What else do we have? Ground. Ground just hits everything. Rock is a really nice type. It's the only type where if you had a Pokemon of every single type, Rock is the only type, then it would be super effective against. I think it's the little fact about that. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, that is enough sort of jibber jabber. Let's see how we fare against Flannery. So we'll see what sort of what she brings. I doubt we'll win this first time, but we will see. Flannery, let us go. So, I like how she sort of has her little sort of cute moment where she's like, I don't know exactly what to say. Okay, so we have drought. So we have sun. But it should only be up for a certain amount of time, and whilst it is up, we do have our advantage. So that is nice. We will fake out to stall out one turn of sun. And we might as well bubble beam here. Like, there's no point sort of swapping out. Ooh. That is clever. That is too clever. Screw you, Ninetales. That was not fun. That is not what you want to see. Anyway, we will nature power into Swift. We see a victory bell, which might get chlorophyll. Growth. Okay. Calm down, victory bell. The problem is it's poison type. So we have to go into Vileplume here. But the problem is we are not going to do nearly as much as this victory bell is going to do to us. But we don't need to. We just need to do enough to the point where we can kill with fake out. Good. Okay. Shiftry kills. We see the Magcargo come out. See, this is where we should keep Thingy alive. If we can somehow keep... Okay. It's got White Herb too, so that's important to note. We will Spore here because there is no reason not... It's difficult because I can growth here and get to +2, but I don't think I'm going to be able to... I've got it. Let's try it. I'm going to growth here. As long as he stays asleep. As long as I hit this Sky Uppercut, there we go. Good. It's going to send out the camera up. I should be faster than this. Spore. Lovely. I'm at +2. Let's see how much Seed Bomb kills. Beautiful. Okay, Clefable. You are Fairy type in this game. We'll just Seed Bomb. We're +2. We do outspeed. Lovely. Torkoal. We should definitely outspeed you. Sky Uppercut. I know it's a big bulky mon, but there we go. Breloom coming in with the work. Oh, and see, that is great. I love how growth, you can use the growth that they give you there. But I think we could have done that similarly if we had actually got Shiftry in. Like, I think Shiftry could have done exactly the same thing, but had even more sort of power because of the speed it gets. But it's interesting because obviously there, our Breloom outsped everything after the initial Ninetales and the Victory Bell under Chlorophyll. Vileplume, you cannot underestimate what Vileplume did there. Vileplume was very important in that. Even if Ludicolo wasn't as not saying Ludicolo was not important in that team, but Ludicolo's job was to just sort of survive. We beat Flannery first time. We beat the Fire-type gym leader with our grass team. That is awesome. Okay, sweet. So we're going to get the Heat Badge from Flannery, which means we Mons up to level 50 now obey us. We get Overheat as well, which I'm almost certain none of my Mons are going to be able to learn. So does that mean that... I'm pretty sure my Ludicolo is level 51. Does that mean my Ludicolo might not have been obeying me? Okay, so we're going to get the Go Goggles from May. Now, obviously, I did say I was going to end soon. But there is one thing I can do now. Because we have the Go Goggles. Yeah, no. I'm going to do it now. I think it's worth doing. Obviously, I missed that item. We'll have to be... at the start of the next episode, I'll try and make sure that we're back in Lavender Town. But for now, what I want to do is try and find the damn mysterious thingy-mabob. Stupid Trapinch. That was my fault. Hey! I completely forgot that it turned into Earthquake and Sand, but... worked to my advantage there. I did not mean to do this battle. I just want to try and get to the... I'm just trying to get to the secret tower. I know it appears. And again, go away. How do you outspeed me? When I'm going to try... Why do all of these mons have arena trap? That's just annoying. So apologies that we're sort of getting stuck around here. Of course you have whatever it's called, the ability that means you can avoid stuff in under sand veil. Now I need to use a Petra Berry. And we should probably... You can have. I can't remember exactly how the tower works either, which is more to my detriment than anything else. Go away. Okay. Of course. Somehow you managed to spot me from all the way over there. Anyway, we should outspeed literally everything on a team like this. Neutral hits. Lovely. Okay, so I think it works as in if it's not here, then we just go back out and come back in again, and it will come back. As we get the TM for Sandstorm, there is a specific trainer who sort of hangs around and is like, he's a fossil maniac. Does not look like that's here at the moment. The reason I want it is because if I can do that, then obviously I can have, you know, start grinding my Lilip up off screen and then, you know, do all of that. I think that would be really cool. But I genuinely do not remember where it is, nor I feel like it's definitely up. I do hope this hasn't like changed. They haven't randomly changed this, so made it more difficult for me to get the bloomin' fossils. They're already annoying enough, but I'm not seeing anything, so I may well also have to look online and just check how this tower works. I thought this would be it, but there we go. It's no problem. I mean, it just means that at the start of the next episode we'll definitely get the fossil and then be able to continue onwards. Once we have the fossil, we can then sure it's straight after Flannery because now we have the Go Goggles and we can do it. But anyway, okay, cool. Well. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the final member of our team quite yet, but at the start of the next episode, hopefully, we will be able to finish off anything that there might be around in Lava Ridge Town. I just want to see if there's anything new. Also, I think it will give us another chance to go up to the top of Mount Chimney, because there are some expert trainers that get put there. I'd be interested to know what their levels are. But yeah, no. So apologies for sort of like the little bit at the end there. Hopefully we'll be able to find the tower, and hopefully we'll be able to get our fossil, and then we will have the final member of our team, the grass rock type Lilip, and hopefully our Lilip's going to be really, really, you know, have useful abilities, just be really, really good. We will see how we go. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed this episode, and hope you'll join me on the next.